Happy Friday, everybody. How are you doing today? My voice hurts just a little bit. I had a small procedure done yesterday. Something that I'm going to be talking about probably within the next few months. But yeah, my voice sounds weird. That's what it is. So, but I'm fine. Everything's good. So today, I am going to be announcing the winner of the Hot Wheels wheelie chair, which is right here. I'll put a picture right now and let you guys know who won that. But before we do all that, I would like to talk about the reason why I wanted to do that giveaway is because the chair for, his name is Aaron Wheels Fotheringham, and he has Spina Bifida. And he does all these amazing, cool stunts in his wheelchair, and I thought that was really cool. And what's even more like inspiring is that he was able to show my son, which I know he's still very, very young, show him that his wheelchair is a cool thing, and it doesn't have to be debilitating. It doesn't have to keep you back. It doesn't have to do anything like that to you. I wanted to talk about exactly what is spina bifida. Spina bifida literally means split spine, and it happens about 30 days into conception. It's a neural tube defect, and it can actually happen anywhere along the spine. So anywhere from the top all the way down to the bottom of your spine. That means is that the neural tube doesn't close all the way, and the spine isn't there to protect that spinal cord. So in form, it is also known as a spinal cord injury. The most common types of spina bifida are myelomeningocele, meningocele, and spina bifida occulta. Myelomeningocele is actually the most severe form of spina bifida. Sac of fluid that comes through the baby's back, and there's nerves that are inside that sac, and they are actually damaged, and it actually causes moderate to severe disabilities such as burn and bowel movement issues, loss of feeling in legs and or feet, and also unable to move your legs. So myelomeningocele, that is probably, well, that is the most severe form of spina bifida. Now, meningocele is just a sac of fluid that's coming through the baby's back, but there is no nerves affected, so the disability is maybe moderate or mild. With meningocele, there's usually little to no nerve damage. Now, spina bifida occulta. Spina bifida occulta is the mildest form of spina bifida. It's called hidden spina bifida because not a lot of people even know that they have it until they go have an MRI done or a x-ray done of their back when they find out that they have spina bifida. So there's a small gap in the spine, but there's usually no sac on there or anything like that. And it's usually not discovered until late adulthood or probably even late childhood that people find out that they have spina bifida. And it usually doesn't cause any disabilities. I mean, some people do complain about back pain and things like that, but nothing too debilitating, nothing that can cause permanent damage. So my son, he has myelomeningocele, and I'll post a picture showing, and we actually found out about his disability, his diagnosis, when I was 20 weeks pregnant with him. I went to go find out the sex, the gender of the baby, and I noticed that they spent a lot of time around his back area, which I thought that it was because they were trying to figure out if it was a boy or a girl because he kept moving a lot and everything. So the technician took tons and tons of pictures, and she went out of the room, and in came a doctor, and my heart just sank because I don't ever remember this, happening to other people. So the doctor asked me, is this your first pregnancy? Is this when did you decide to get pregnant? How old were you? All these questions. And that's when he told us, well, it looks like your son has spina bifida. And I remember that day to a T because that was one of the hardest moments of my life, and for my husband's life, actually our whole family, because we didn't know what's going on. I mean, we were only 20 years old when we found out that I was pregnant. So we didn't know anything. With time and with me worrying a lot, which I do now, is I do a ton of research, and that's what I did back then. Bless you! I did a ton of research then. I looked up everything about spina bifida, everything that I had just told you, the 3 different types, all of that, I looked it up. And that's when the doctor told me too that he would have myelomeningocele and also something called hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is the back of the brain, the cerebellum. Since the nerves are outside in that sac, it pulls down the spinal cord. And when it pulls down that spinal cord, not a lot of fluid can actually go through the spine and, everywhere. It's not able to do that. So what happens is the brain gets filled with fluid, filled with water, and there's no way to drain it. So what my son has is something called a VP shunt. So what that is actually like a tube, maybe smaller, about this size, that is put in his brain into a ventricle. And there's a tube going from, I'll show you like his scars and everything like that where you can see. But he has a tube that's right underneath the skin. It goes all the way down into his chest, and it drains in his chest. And it gets reabsorbed by the body. So it's constantly doing that. He has actually had 2 revisions. So what that means is they had to go in, take it out, and put a new one in. Just things like that. And what the other revision is, it was clogging up. So instead of it going, well, the first one actually drained into his belly, his abdomen. And when that couldn't absorb anymore and it started to get clogged, they put it inside of his chest. Now that was done probably, I want to say, maybe about March of 2015. I would say March, but I could be messing that up a little. But that was it. That was the last surgery that he's had. And which is pretty good. I mean, he's 4 years old right now, so the last one he had was when he was about 2. So that makes me very happy, and it shows me that that's actually working, and he's feeling good. Everything is draining good. He's happy. He's healthy. He rarely complains about headaches, back pain, things like that. So that's with hydrocephalus too, and that's what the doctor told us. 2 days after he was born, he had his back surgery, so they closed the wound on his back, and they also put in the shunt. So that was 2 days after he was born. And then so on and so forth, with surgeries and everything like that. So, but that was basically it about spina bifida and why I'm so passionate about it, because I was given the option to terminate the pregnancy. This is something that I touched a little bit on with my friends and family, but I was given the option to terminate the pregnancy at 20 weeks because my doctor told us that our child would practically be bedridden, in and out of hospitals, like majority of his lifetime. Bowel problems, urinary problems, kidney problems, just a whole range of things that will be wrong with him. And we were scared, and we didn't know what. When we found that out, we thought that was our only option. That's it. We can't do anything else. And that really put a damper on me as a mother, because before I had Connor, I was actually pregnant before, and I had a miscarriage. So having that in my head, like, you can't be a mom. That's it. You just physically can't be a mom. You couldn't take care of another baby. You had a miscarriage. That's your body. Now with this baby, you can't even take care of this baby. And that was in my mind, which knowing now wasn't true. It's just something that happens. But back then, that's going through my mind as a mom is, what the hell am I doing? I can't do this. And look at what my body's doing. This is the earth. This is God. This is the world telling me that I shouldn't have a baby. But just one day I woke up and I thought, I can do this. There's a reason why that I am carrying this child, that my husband and I are together. It's because we were meant to be together. we're really strong together. And having a baby with us, no matter what, disability or not, we were going to be good parents. And we are good parents. We're a good team. So I just, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have this baby. I'm going to treat this baby like my world. He already is my world. So, and that was it. And I carried on through with the pregnancy. I had him by cesarean section, and we're happy now. And I honestly cannot imagine my life without him. I tried, I thought about it, how it was, and it was so bland, it was so boring, it wasn't, I had no reason for a life. I had nothing to live for. And now I do. And I'm just so very happy, and I know that, and with this, with Spina Bifida, that actually opened my eyes more, because he is such a loving boy, and it showed me that no matter what, like no matter how you look, no matter disability or not, or whatever, you can still have a very, very good heart. And he has shown me so many things. Like, he's taught me how to be patient. He's taught me how to love no matter what. He's taught me that it's okay to cry every now and then. He has shown me that it's okay to be happy. It's okay to have something pull you down, but not let it stop you. And get back up and move on and move on and move on. And that's what I learned from him. I just hope that this is maybe gives you a little insight about Spina Bifida. I know it's not a lot. I wish that I could show you more, tell you more, but I'm not a doctor. I'm just a parent of a Spina Bifida child. And it's just something that I have memorized, something that I will go through every day of my life with doctor's appointments, well, with his little life. And I just want this out there, because there might be some questions out there from you guys or from whoever that want to know more about Spina Bifida, and I want it to be a message out there that just because that there's somebody out there in a wheelchair, you don't have to feel bad for them. You don't have to say, oh, I'm sorry. You don't have to do anything like that, because I want this to be normalized. I don't want it to be that you see somebody and, oh, that's sad. Oh, I feel bad for them. They can't do this, they can't do that. I don't want it to be like that. I just want him to be treated like any other kid. And that's how I treat him, like any other kid. He wants to get on the couch, I let him get on the couch. I hardly help him anymore, because if I keep doing things for him, he's not going to learn. He's not going to be independent, which I want him to. I want this to be normal. I want this to be a normal, everyday thing. He's going to have some challenges, and if he wants to, I'll talk about those challenges. I'll show those challenges, but it'll also show that he overcomes them. And maybe out there, for parents who also have children with Spina Bifida, will give you some hope that your child can and will do the same. And let this be a little example that you're okay, you're doing good. For any parent, for any mom, any dad who's watching this, sister, brother, cousin, whatever, you're doing a good job by loving those kids. You're doing a good job by giving them all of your love, giving them all of your attention and patience, and saying that it's okay. Just, we'll try again later, or just anything like, hold on, I'm going to go get Connor so that way you could see his scars and everything. Okay, so I took off his pants just because it would make it so much easier for you guys to see. So, hi, baby.
I didn't know it was opening.
Okay. Alright, so this is his first one that he has had done. And it's right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
And that was from his, from the wound in his back that was open. And he had that closed 2 days after he was born. Let me see.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you could see this. There's a scar right here on his belly. That was when the first tube was in.
Spina Bifida.
Good boy. And right here on his chest is where the tube is draining out now. And let me see. One more. And this right here is the scar on his head from where the shunt is. So that's it. That's all the scars that he has now. That's all of the surgeries that he has had, which isn't a lot for him being a 4-year-old. So, which is really good. He's doing a good job, huh?
I know.
So, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys learned... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'll hold it like this. I hope you guys learned a few things about Spina Bifida. If you have any questions or anything of that sort, please leave them in the comments below so I can take a look at them. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share, all that good stuff, and ring the bell so you will be notified every time I post a video. The last thing that we have to talk about, the winner of the wheelie chair. Connor, do you want to say the person's name who won?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta say it loud. Okay, say it.
I didn't know.
Say it.
I can't live. Emerge.
So the winner of the wheelie chair is Kenneth Emerson. Good job, congratulations. I will be sending you a message and probably after I'm done filming this to let you know that you have won, get all your information, and send you your wheelie chair. But that's going to be it for today, right, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, guys. We'll see you next week. Connor, you going to say bye?
Yeah.
Look at the
see
camera.
you next week.
Say bye.
Bye. See you next week.
Oh, I love you.
Alright.